Hello students. Last class we completed transport in plane, introduction part and diffusion. So in passive transport two types it is there. One it is the diffusion. In passive transport mainly diffusion and facilitated diffusion and active transport, okay, or active process, okay. See here, next one it is facilitated diffusion. Next one it is facilitated diffusion. Facilitated diffusion. Facilitated diffusion. So here what is facilitated diffusion? Okay, here what is facilitated diffusion? Here facilitated diffusion is, what is the difference between the diffusion and facilitated diffusion? So facilitated diffusion, it is not require any transmembranal proteins to transport the molecule from one high concentration to low concentration. But here someone give the facility to the transport, someone give the transport from one place to another place. So see here someone give facility, that is nothing but transporter proteins. Transporter proteins, it is also helps to the diffusion, okay. See here, any substance across the membrane, it is depending on, any substance across the membrane, it is depending on solubility of lipid. Solubility of lipid. What is solubility of lipid? Here generally this is the membrane. The membrane it is made up of, this is the membrane. The membrane it is made up of lipids, lipid bilayer, okay. Two layers are there, lipid layers are two layers. So this is the polar region, polar head. This is non-polar head region, non-polar tail region, okay, non-polar tail region. This is the tail part, this is the head part of the lipid. So here this is one layer, this is the another layer, two layers it is there in membrane. So that's why it is a bilipid layer. That's why it is bilipid layer. So it is made up of lipids. If any substances it is passed through or across the membrane, essential or important soluble of lipid. These substances dissolved in lipids or soluble in lipids, then only it is across the membrane. Okay, here the substances are soluble in lipids across the membrane faster. Across the membrane faster. Yes, it is correct. See here, the substances are dissolved in lipids. This is the lipid layer. In the lipid layer, these substances are dissolved, then it is across the membrane is faster. Okay, so easily moving, easily across the membrane. But if substance is having hydrophilic moiety, if substances have hydrophilic moiety, hydrophilic moiety means so water loving substances, if substance have hydrophilic moiety, then it is difficult. Okay, so define difficult to pass. Okay, here define difficult. Here define difficult. Okay, define difficult to pass across the membrane. It require transmembranal proteins. It require transmembranal proteins. These transmembranal proteins, it is also helps to the transportation of hydrophilic moiety substances. Okay, see here, this is the membrane. The membrane with transmembranal proteins are there. Here, this is the membranal proteins. It is also helps to the transportation. See, here hydrophilic moiety substances are there. Here high concentration hydrophilic moiety substances are there. Here high concentration it is there. If it is moving high concentration to low concentration through some specialized proteins, these proteins is called as a transmembranal proteins. Okay, it is also helps to the transportation. These proteins is called as a transmembranal proteins. This is also transmembranal proteins. It is also helps to the transportation. From high concentration to low concentration. So that's why it is called as a facilitated diffusion. Someone give the facility to the transportation, so that's why it is called as a facilitated transportation. Okay, see here, this molecule having hydrophilic moiety substances. These molecules are hydrophilic moiety substances. These are pass through lipid. It is difficult to pass, but it is passing through some specialized proteins. So this is called facilitated diffusion. Site of transportation. Okay, site of transport. Where it is site? Transmembranal protein. Okay, here site of transport. Which one it is site of transport? Okay, site of transport for facilitated diffusion. Okay, here nothing but transmembranal proteins. membranal proteins. Transmembranal proteins are tunnel proteins, okay, or tunnel proteins. It is a site of transport for facilitated diffusion, okay. Transmembranal proteins only it is act as a facilitator. Who will give the facility to transport the molecule from high concentration to low concentration? Here transmembranal proteins, these are called as this is the membrane with tunnel proteins are transmembranal proteins. So these proteins it is also helps to this is hydrophilic moiety substances. These substances it is passing from high concentration to low concentration through some specialized proteins is called as a transmembranal proteins. So this process is called as a facilitated diffusion. This process is called as a facilitated diffusion, okay. So here features of facilitated diffusion. See here features of facilitated diffusion. Okay, features of facilitated diffusion. So generally it is a downhill process. It is a downhill process. It is a downhill process. It is a passive process. It is a downhill process and a passive process, and it is also depending on concentration gradient. It is also depending on concentration gradient. Concentration gradient. It is depending on concentration gradient, and it is also no energy required. Okay, here no energy required process. And also it is mainly selectively permeable. Okay, it is selectively permeable. Okay, selectively permeable. Why they are selectively means it is also some substances are inhibit the protein function. So that's why it is selected some substances. Okay, it is very specific. Why? Because it is allowing only selected substances. It is allowing only it is allowing. Okay, so here mainly why? Because it is very specific. So why? Because it is allowing only selected molecules or selected substances only it is allowing. Remaining substances are not allowing. If it is allowing, the substances are inhibit the function of protein. Okay, the protein function will be the substances it is react with protein. Then what happen? The function will be inhibiting. The protein function will be inhibiting. So that's why it is selectively permeable. Okay, it is so inhibit. Okay, it is inhibiting. Okay, protein side chain it is inhibiting. What happened? It is react with protein side chain, automatically the protein function will be stopped, then transportation also stop. So this is also features of facilitated diffusion. So next continuation it is there, we will discussing. Okay, continuation part we are discussing. So in facilitated diffusion. Okay, so see here we will draw and we will explain. Okay, in facilitated diffusion, so this is the membrane. This is the plasma membrane or cell membrane or biomembrane. So the membrane it is made up of lipid bilayer. This is the plasma membrane. This is the membrane. So the membrane with some specialized proteins are there. These are act as a transporters. These are act as a transporters. See here, this is the membrane. Okay, this is the membrane. The membrane with some proteins are integral proteins. Okay, and extrinsic, intrinsic proteins. Okay, some proteins are present in between the layers. Okay, in between the layers. Okay, so integral proteins, extrinsic proteins. So partially or fully buried proteins. Okay, some proteins are externally it is there. These are the some proteins are so partially it is there. Okay, so this is all proteins. This is protein transporters. See here, first thing it is a downhill process. Okay, here already concentration gradient it is present. We are not set up this concentration gradient. We are not set up. Okay, already concentration gradient it is present. It is moving from high concentration to low concentration through proteins, that is transporter proteins. Transporter protein. The transporter proteins means protein channels. Okay, protein channels. So do not set up concentration gradient. Already concentration gradient it is present to move from high concentration to low concentration. This concentration gradient we are not set up. Already it is there. That molecules only it is moving from high concentration to low concentration, high concentration to low concentration. Okay, see here another one it is. So in facilitated diffusion, what happened? So continuously, okay, the transport rate it is maximum. The transport rate is maximum. All transporter proteins are used. All transporter proteins are used up. This is called saturation. This is called as a saturation. Okay, see here, the transporter rate is maximum. All transporter proteins are used up. See, so this is the molecule. This molecule continuously is passing. Where it is passing? Through the protein. Continuously it is passing. What happened? This protein is completely used. Then what happened? So the proteins will be disappear. Okay, so disappear means why? Because the molecule it is continuously pass through the protein. Then these proteins will be saturated, dissolved. Okay, so that is called as a saturation. Okay, so see here facilitated diffusion cannot cause. It is moving from low concentration to high concentration. Low concentration to high concentration. In facilitated diffusion cannot cause net movement of molecule. In facilitated diffusion in facilitated diffusion cannot cause net movement of molecules from low concentration to high concentration. Here see, low concentration to high concentration, it is not moving, okay, cannot cause, okay, it require energy, but this facilitated diffusion it is not require, okay, but it is also helps to the transporter protein. It is mainly depending on concentration gradient. Already we are discussing that point, depending on concentration, okay. So concentration gradient, it is depending on concentration gradient, okay. So concentration gradient mean high concentration to low concentration it is moving. Always high concentration to low concentration it is moving, okay. All substances are transporting, all transporter here, what substances are there? These substances are continuously pass through the transporter protein. The transporter protein completely used up, then the protein will be saturated. That is called as a saturation, okay. If it is allowing only some selected particles here, so different particles are there, okay. So different particles are there. So what it is required, okay, plant cell it is required, what it is required, that one only it is allowing. So remaining molecules are, these molecules not allowing, these molecules are allowing, these molecules only allowing. So that's why it is a highly selectively permeable, highly selective permeable. Why highly selective permeable? So these unknown substances, it is react with protein side chain, the function will be stopped. That is it is also act as a inhibitors, okay. It is also act as a inhibition, okay. So these unknown substances, it is react with protein, the protein function will be stopped, then automatically the transportation also stop. So that's why only it is highly selective means very specific. So that's why only the molecules are passing only some selected substances only it is passing, okay. Here another one, it is already concentration gradient it is there, we are not set up here, already concentration gradient is present, that one only it is transporting from high concentration to low concentration, Here some proteins are open and some are closed and some are controlled, okay. Here some proteins are open, okay, some transporter proteins, okay. Here transporter, okay. Some transporter proteins are open, some transporter proteins are closed, some are controlling, the substances is controlling. So this is also we are observing facilitated diffusion, it is also we are observing facilitated diffusion, okay. Here also downhill process, it is not energy required. Why? Because high concentration to low concentration, that's why it is called as a downhill process. It is a passive movement, it is not require energy, any energy, okay. So next one it is, what is porins? Porins is nothing but protein channels. These are nothing but protein channels. It is also nothing but protein channels. These are nothing but protein channels. What are the protein channels having huge pores? Huge pores. Okay, protein channels with huge pores. So these are present. These are present. Where it is present? On outer membrane of what it is? Outer membrane of plastids and also mitochondria and some bacteria. Some bacteria having what it is there. So this pores it is there. It allow only up to size of molecules pass through it. So this is called as a porins. It is allowing only up to size of small proteins. Okay, up to size of small proteins pass through it. Okay, otherwise it is allowing only up to size of molecule pass through it. Okay, here this is the pores, huge pores. This is the huge pores. This pores, how it is there? So this pores it is porins. This is called as a porins. This porins it is allowing so up to size of molecule means so this size of molecules what happen, it is passing, but so large. See, this is the membrane with what it is there. This is the protein channel pores, holes. So this is up to size of molecules it is passing, but so this much of size molecules are not passed through it. Okay, passed through it. So it is also porins. Porins is nothing but protein channels. It is a huge pores. These are present in outer membrane of plastids and mitochondria and some bacteria. It is allowing up to size of proteins and it is passed through it. Okay, so these molecules are passing. Okay, so this is called as a porins. Okay, this is called as a porins. So next one it is here, see, in plants extracellular molecules bound with transporter proteins, then it is rotate and released inside the cell. Okay, so this is require aquaporins. Example is, see here, example is aquaporins. 8 different type of aquaporins, that is nothing but water channels. So water channels, how many are there? So water channels are 8 different types. Okay, 8 different types of aquaporins. 8 different types of aquaporins. It is also helps to the transporting water. Aquaporins are there. It is also helps to the transportation of water. See here that point. So this is the molecules are it is there. These are the molecules. So here proteins, transporter proteins are there. Okay, it is attached. Which one it is attached? the extracellular molecule it is attached, then it is rotating the molecule, and finally it is released inner side of the cells. Okay, example is aquaporins, means water channels. So water channels, how many are there? 8 different type of aquaporins are there. This is also helps to the transportation of water. Okay, 8 different type of, not same type, 8 different type of water aquaporins are there. There is nothing but water channels. It is also helps to the transporting of water. Okay, so aquaporins, how many are there? Water channels. So 8 different type of aquaporins. Okay, see here, this is the, you remove here. So example, water channel. Water channels are 8 different type of aquaporin. It is also helps to the transportation of water. So this is called as a facilitated diffusion. This is called as a facilitated diffusion. Okay, so next one we will discussing. So the molecules move through the protein. Okay, so some proteins it is allowing 2 type of molecules move at the same time. Okay, it is passing through it. Sometime it is allowing only 1 type of molecules only it is allowing. So based on that we are discussing 3 types are there. One it is passive transport. Okay, so one it is symport, uniport. Okay, and also okay, symport, antiport, uniport. The 3 we will discussing here. Okay, okay amma. So this is the facilitated diffusion. Facilitated diffusion. Okay, next we will continuation we will discussing. So next we will discussing symport, antiport, uniport. Here, see here. So this is the membrane. The membrane with transporter proteins are there. So here also one transporter protein. Here also one transporter protein. So see, for example we will draw like this, then we are explaining. See, passive in according to textbook, passive, symport and also antiport and antiport is there. So here mainly we will discussing 3 it is there. One it is uniport, symport, antiport. Okay, first we will discussing, this is the uniport. Uniport. The transporter protein it is allowing only 1 molecule. It is independently it is moving. Independently it is moving only 1 direction. It is not allowing any other molecule. So that's why it is called as a uniport. It is allowing only 1 molecule only it is passing. Okay. For example, A molecule only it is passing, but it is not allowing B molecule, same direction or opposite direction. It is allowing only 1 type of molecule only. Okay, only 1 molecule only, independently it is moving. Okay, independently it is moving through transporter protein. So this is called as a uniport. Uniport means what? It is transporting only 1 direction. Only 1 direction. So next one it is symport. Symport. What is symport? 2 molecules are move across the membrane in the same direction is called as a symport. Is called as a symport. So 2 molecules, A molecule it is also passing and also B molecule also passing. Okay. So this is called as a symport. A, B molecules are passed. 2 molecules together passed through the transporter protein in the same direction is called as a symport. Is called as a symport. Okay. Here what? 2 molecules are move or passed through the in same transporter protein in same direction is called as a symport. Okay, is called as a symport. So here A molecule and also B molecule it is passing together in transporter protein, okay, in same direction is called as a symport, So next one it is antiport. What is antiport? So antiport is nothing but two molecules are move within the same transporter protein but opposite direction is called as a antiport, okay. So A molecule it is moving, how it is moving? A molecule it is moving that side and B molecule it is moving opposite side. So this is called as a antiport. Okay. Here see uniport. Uniport means only one molecule independently it is moving through the transporter protein is called as a uniport. Symport is nothing but two molecules are together to pass through it transmembranal protein. So one same direction is called as a symport. Antiport is nothing but two molecules are move across the transporter protein. So in opposite direction is called as a antiport. So this is uniport. Simply it is moving only one direction. But symport both molecules it is allowing transporter protein in same direction. But antiport means it is opposite. A it is moving one side and B it is also moving another side. Okay, this is opposite direction. So this is called as a antiport. Uniport, symport and antiport. Okay, so this is called as a facilitated diffusion. Okay, so next one it is okay active transportation. Okay, na.